2026 Honda Prelude North America. So these are the details. This has just been released and announced, and I've shared this car before, the Honda Prelude, and you can see the images in the background when I was at the Goodwood Festival Speed checking out this first car's reveal. But let me go through all the details that we have here. This is just from like Honda's press release in the US around the car, all the details about it, and yeah, what we can all expect. So yeah, and obviously an iconic model now sort of announced, and it's officially kind of coming back. And a few just sort of like initial things they said, they mentioned the powerful and efficient two motor hybrid powertrain paired with the Civic Type R chassis components for the first time. So that was a big thing that I was kind of concerned about. Can it be sporty? Can it still be fun? And it sounds like they've tried to integrate as much as they can from the Civic Type R into the Prelude. A few people were sort of talking about like the engine and, is it a hybrid? What's it going to be like? Well, it's kind of said it there, but it looks like sort of like the chassis and the brakes. It's more Type R oriented, and I'm looking forward to hopefully trying the Prelude as well. My relationship with Honda, and hopefully sharing that with you on the channel. Obviously, I'm based in the UK, but it should be helpful for everyone, really, whether you're over in Japan, North America, Europe, or the UK. And it's part of sort of like Honda's kind of like new sort of lineup, really. They're debuting this Honda S Plus Shift, which simulates transmission, so you get part of that. And yeah, that's sort of the initial part of it. But yeah, the highly anticipated 2026 Honda Prelude made its debut in North America today. So that was on the 4th of September. I'm filming this on the 5th of September. And yeah, obviously very excited to kind of share it, and it's sort of bringing it back. Some of the key things that I sort of wanted to know is the 2-liter hybrid. Now, I've tried this Civic hybrid engine before in the past, and now it's obviously just they. It makes sense for manufacturers to cross-platform it to make this car possible and to come out. But essentially, this one has a combined output of 200 horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque from the hybrid system from the 2-litre engine. So it's still got a petrol engine, so it's still going to have something, and it's just got that hybrid sort of powertrain to kick it on. That's the power, and that's kind of what you get initially. And that's not what was kind of like, I didn't really have many details when I first saw it at the Goodwood Festival Speed over in the UK. The S Plus shift system is not something I've experienced. I've driven a car like the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, and that had that automated, sort of like made it feel real shifts. Um, some of the features of the standard equipment that you get over in North America, so this is specifically for you guys. Um, New Honda S Plus shift system, leather trimmed front sports seats with perforated houndstooth pattern, integrated head restraint, and freeway seat heating. 19-inch machine finished Berliner black wheels, 235 40R19 section tyres, Brembo 4-piston aluminium front calipers shared with the Civic Type R, finished in unique Prelude blue. So that's cool. I love the stopping power and the suspension of a car. I really feel that that gets into the sort of like dynamics of it all. And okay, it's not a screaming VTEC, and I can hear the comments now, but this is where we're at. We're in 2025, and obviously 2026 when this car comes out. This is where we're getting. Um, Dual axis strut front suspension shared with the Civic Type R. Adaptive dampers shared with the Civic Type R, uniquely tuned for Prelude. 4 driving modes: Comfort, GT, Sport, and Individual. Leather wrapped flat bottom steering wheel with alloy shift paddles, sport pedals, 2+2 seating, 10.2-inch digital infotainment cluster. I've shown the interior of the car actually before, and sort of like the stuff that you get with that. It's very usable, I found, and really nice to see that you do get some physical sort of buttons to use. 8-speaker Bose Centerpoint premium sound system, blind spot. You've got a lot. Wi-Fi hotspot capability, wireless phone charging. That's all a standard for you guys in North America. Then it mentions about advanced aerodynamics give the new Prelude a sophisticated yet muscular look, with a low, sharp nose, wide stance, and smooth silhouette and clean dynamic surfaces. I'm just reading this from the press release that they've kind of given here. So obviously it's all subjective. Let me know what you kind of think of the looks. You've been seeing these images, you've seen the inside, you've been hearing a little bit around what the car can be like. So yeah, it's subjected to you. Thoughts in the comments. And I really enjoyed my time going around this. It felt like such an iconic model. I just go back to like the Prelude and I just think of Gran Turismo. That's just my sort of past. um, just it's going to be really really interesting, and the different sort of colors, and see how you guys take to it. It's for the consumer, it's for the enthusiasts. I'm sort of a person who, I'm quite a half glass full kind of person, so it's nice that these kind of cars are being produced. And I'm curious to know what you think in the comments about it all. And yeah, it mentions about a lot of the quality did seem really, really good when I was trying. I was up close and personal with that car, and I was touching, I was feeling, I was prodding things, and it felt high quality to me. That's just what I can say. The aluminium touches or aluminum touches, um, the gloss black parts. It didn't feel like a cheap car. There was no plasticky bits from my looking at it. I liked it inside. It felt very comfortable. The seats felt good. I love the sort of like coupe looks, and that's a big part of what the Prelude's all about. It says it's available in five bold colors: Winter Frost Pearl, which is available with either a body color or black roof option; Meteorite Grey Metallic, Crystal Black Pearl, Rally Red also are available, along with Boost Blue Pearl. And I believe the car, I think it was Racing Blue, the one that I kind of shared as well. But I did see the grey metallic too. Um, it says for customers looking to take the sporty styling of the Prelude even further, it can be customized with Honda's genuine accessories, including uniquely styled 19-inch machine finished Berliner black wheels, black deck lid spoiler. So you get so rather than those smooth sort of lines at the back, you can actually get a little spoiler to it. Front underbody spoilers, black emblems, and door mirror covers. And it mentioned about Honda's S Plus shift technology. You're gonna have to. I'm curious to know what that's like in terms of simulating an RPM and how that kind of works. And yeah, just very curious around that and how it kind of all works. And it's gonna be interesting to see it. And if you want to see it, like this video and subscribing and sharing it gives me the best chance to get the first look at it. I am in contact with Honda and I keep prodding them as soon as it becomes available to sort of try in the UK, which I hope to be soon. I'll share it with you guys. That's basically the point, and I appreciate all the support on the videos that I've done on the Prelude. A few 100,000 views actually, so thank you so much for that. It then says responsive Civic Type R chassis hardware. The 2026 Honda Prelude is the brand's first hybrid electric model to feature the high-performance chassis hardware of the legendary Civic Type R. I love the Civic Type R, driven it plenty of times. I shared a 1 of 10 in the UK Ultimate Edition recently on the channel with an ownership review of that. Driven it before. Great car. Great car. And that car is set up brilliantly. So you get that as part of the Prelude. And it says yeah, and it says including the dual axis strut front suspension, wide front and rear tracks, and large brakes, originally designed for the iconic hot hatch, with the suspension and brake systems tuned exclusively for the Prelude, including the standard adaptive damper system. The new sports coupe will deliver a sporty yet comfortable grand touring experience with high levels of driver exhilaration engagement. That's what I sort of got the impression of. Not super hardcore, but also not super, super soft. That right back mix of in between, which is what you kind of want for the road. It doesn't feel like a track car, but it feels like a fun, sporty road car to me. Mentions about the selectable driving modes as well: comfort, GT, sport. That you kind of obviously will change the suspension settings and the steering and the throttle response and all sorts of bits. Probably with the S Plus shift as well, you probably change that and turn it on and off. Enhanced Honda's agile handling assist. Oh wow! So it kind of, which improves handling and driver confidence through integrated control of the powertrain and braking system in accordance with the driver's steering operation. Very cool. And it mentions sharing the front and rear brakes of the Civic Type R, lightweight two-piece, 13.8-inch diameter front rotors paired with brawny Brembo monoblock four-piston aluminium calipers dressed with both the Prelude and Brembo logos and finished in a Prelude specific blue hue. The rear rotors are 12 inches in diameter. There's lots actually to talk about in this car. Driver focused cabin. Yeah, that's just what it says about the cockpit. I did feel the cabin was, when I sort of sat in it, it just felt like more touring to me. That was my sort of experience, but I liked it. I thought it was quite cool and enjoyable to use. Obviously, technology for 2026 now, it's pretty endless with all of that. And it's a Honda, it works, it's safe, it's very, very, yeah, it's just a nice car. And yeah, the two motor hybrid system, that's kind of the main part of it and how that kind of works. Front wheel drive, that's it's going to be interesting to see. And I'm curious to know what you guys think and if you're happy to kind of see it now sort of coming to North America. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see a future video as hopefully me driving this Prelude. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed the the press release read through here around the new 2026 Honda Prelude. Yeah, super exciting. And yeah, thoughts in the comments.